Afternoon, peeps. And once again, welcome to Talking Paranormal with the Old Man. And I guess I need to amend that so it's Talking Paranormal with the Old Man and Daughter. Hey, Jess. Can you hear me, Jess? Oh no, we have a little bit of a quandrum here. Can you hear me, Jess? Can't hear you. Interesting. Technology works great when it works. So if I do that, it echoes. Can't hear you, Jess. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jess? Can't hear you, Jess. Let me send her a text real fast.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Damn, it was my mic, my new
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah, I guess there's something wrong with it.
So are you using the old one then?
Yeah.
And that new one was a pretty one too.
It's very pretty. We got it all set up. Dustin even double checked like everything
Huh.
looked good. And yeah, I'll have to look into it. To read
Now,
the manual again.
now, can you like on mine, Jess? Can you is there like a driver that you have to go in there and enable or something?
Yeah, Razor said that everything was up to date.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to mess with it.
So you heard my new intro, I guess.
I did not.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying like, okay, as usual, welcome to, oh, hey, Ava,
Hi, Ava.
talking paranormal with the old man. And I go, well, I guess we have to alter that and say talking paranormal with the old man and daughter.
And I am the daughter.
Daughter. And then that's I go, hey, Jess,
And
crickets.
that's and I heard you say, "Hey, Jess," and that's when I was like, "Hey, Dad," and then you were like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Oh, no."
Oh, shit. I can't hear you. So, this is why, before we get into this, this is why you can't trust the weatherman because I got a new wax for Audrey. I'm sorry, for Rosie, and
Okay.
you cannot put it in direct sunlight. And as you know, we don't have a garage or anything. So
Right.
the forecast today. Oh, I got a fly in here. Hey, dude, what's up? Are you McFly? I have a fly on my window. So the forecast today was mostly cloudy, no sun whatsoever. So I got out there like 3 hours ago, washed Rosie. As soon as I got freaking done, the sun comes out. And right now the sun's out. I can't put the wax on with the sun out because it makes the car too hot on the outside. So that kind of irritates me. But anyways,
Yeah, that's interesting. Can you hear me?
well, yes, I can.
Oh, I got the mic working.
All right. All right.
I had to. I forgot. Technology is great, but you got to tell it which microphone you want to use. Oops.
Well, especially when when you have one of these fancy computers and stuff, and you have like multiple possible connections.
Oh yeah, my list of like microphones and speakers is huge. So
I have one microphone, one soundboard, and two Amazon speakers I got for $10. And I don't care because I don't need much. All right, so um, I guess we can start just by if you want to take over here for a second. And do we have any news? Because August 13th was supposedly the news on the Warren's house investigations stuff.
None.
So if you could update us on that, that would
Yeah,
be that would be cool.
yeah. There's nothing.
Nothing. Okay then.
And that's the end of my segment. Yeah, there's nothing. I've been checking twice daily
Uh-huh.
every day since the 13th. Like the first thing I did when I woke up was like, let me check to see what's on here. Nothing. I'm even checking right now, and it's still saying um, uh, the official website is hidden for now. It's coming August 13th. I'll even do one of these. See, nope,
Wow.
nothing, nothing.
Well,
Uh,
but you did share with me one day this week that Elton had a, and I was afraid of this, that he had a video that I guess when you own the Warren house, I guess you can investigate it whenever you want.
yeah,
And from what you showed me, he has.
he has. I scrubbed the video right before the podcast because there's two of them and they're two. One is 2 hours 15 minutes. The other is 4 hours.
Holy crap!
Yeah. It's I mean, it's a video. It's basically they are in the museum. They did some I forgot what that piece of equipment is. You have it. It's like a box and it goes from like green to red.
Oh, that would be a K2 meter.
They have that like on the table and like people in the comments because this was a live stream. People in the
Yeah.
comments were like, "Oh my god, if you look at
Oh my
3 hours 26 minutes and 8 seconds, you can
god.
see an orb go from right to left." I'm like, you also have to remember that this hasn't been opened since like what, 2019?
Yeah, that's when that's when the rain passed. And I don't know how long. I think shortly after she passed. Yeah, so you're talking 6 years since anyone's been in there.
Yeah, so I'm like, I personally, I clicked the, because on YouTube you can like, if any timestamp, you can click on it and it'll take you just to where that was.
Oh,
I
nice. Okay.
personally didn't see anything. I even like went back a minute and just kind of watched where they thought they saw something. I didn't see anything, but um, yeah, it wasn't anything too great. But of course, like the thumbnails I showed you of like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
looks scared and he has like a cut on his face. And I'm like, you bought like one of the most famous like occult museums. You don't have to pretend. You don't have
Oh,
to
exactly. Exactly.
try to get clicks on this because everyone knows. If you say, "Oh yeah, the Warren Museum,"
Yeah.
people automatically go, "Oh shit."
Oh, and that's all that you have to say. When I found out that they had purchased it, my first thought was, road trip,
Yeah.
because I would
And
love to go.
and that's why I was hoping to share with everyone today. Is like, here's how much it is and here's when they start and but
But
yeah.
but see, here's the thing that I okay. So if my boy Capricite was doing a reaction video on that Elton one,
Yeah.
and I think you know where I'm going, where maybe not, because I'm unpredictable. uh, um, and that one, you said that one comment. Oh, if you look at 3 hours, whatever, you see an orb go by, and Capricite would have seen that. He'll say, "I don't see shit."
Yeah, I personally didn't. I looked, it said that there was like, I was trying to find the exact comment, but it was like a mist
Okay.
or like it there was a mist and then an orb. And I personally couldn't see it. Maybe like if you want to take a look too later, I can send you the link.
Okay.
Um but there was nothing. But the comments at least on this are very much like, I saw this. I There was one I just came across that was like, here we go, timestamp. They didn't catch it. Annabelle said, "I need to get out." Now she wants to be out. Maybe she's convincing them to get her out of the box.
See, I mean, I'm okay. I'm sure that people mean well, but it was like when I was a ghost. ghost adventure groupie back in the day, and they used to. I don't think they have them anymore. They used to do like a live Halloween show,
Yeah.
and they were someplace I don't remember where. It's not important. And they had a live thing where they had a chat, also, and they were putting the chat. I don't know what you call it. Like they had the conversation instead of like I have it where I have like a chat room. This chat would scroll across the screen, you know,
Yeah.
and again, people, I understand from what we do, okay, that people are interested, people are sincere in this, and I'm not making fun of them, whatever. But on that one that I was watching years ago, and they go, "Oh, Zach, be careful! I sensed an evil presence in the room beside you."
Yeah.
you know, they people mean well. Okay, again, I'm not making fun. I'm not making light or anything. People mean well, but it sounds like this Elton thing, and just to add to that too. Okay, again, we were in this position at one time as far as our equipment goes. We didn't have crap. So you would think, okay, a K2 meter is the cheapest and basic EMF meter that you can get. And
Yeah.
again, you don't need a lot. I mean, technically, you just need a compass, more or less. And I would think that Elton would have something a little bit more high class than a K2 meter if you just bought the Warren's house,
Yeah.
or maybe that's all that they can afford. I don't know.
Also with okay, scrubbing, there is like he has an EVP that he's like a little recorder he's holding. But
Okay.
like I sent you that picture of when they were having trouble getting the live stream started,
Yeah.
and the like be right back said, I'm trying to, let me going back to what I sent you. Spirits are attacking the camera. We'll get the sage and fix the stream. Give us a moment.
So I wondered, did they get the sage?
They came back on, so I'm gonna assume
I
yes.
assume yes. Well, but the whole thing though, Jess, is I understand they just bought this house. They need to get interest, which they already have the freaking interest. There's no doubt. If you're in the paranormal community and you're even remotely serious about it, you're going to find a way to go to this house.
A
Plain and
hundred
simple.
percent.
Yeah, and and like what we had, texted back and forth last week is you don't need to fake stuff. You don't need to embellish stuff.
Right.
People are going to come. You don't need to turn this into a shit show where it's turned into a train wreck, a circus combined. You don't need to. And I'm really surprised actually that, and maybe he had a chance he didn't, that our friend Mr. Zach Bagans did not purchase the house.
Oh, there was actually
Oh,
on was it Twitter I saw it on? Sorry, X, whatever the hell it's called now.
hmm
Um
hmm
cuz I think Matt Rife like retweeted it or re-xed it, whatever they call it now.
Retweeted.
Retweeted, re-xed, I don't know.
Oh,
Um
actually, Jess, I like retread.
there you go. Let's see. Oh, God, he just had a live show, and he's like just reposting. That's what it's called. He's
Okay.
reposting everything about it. I'm like, dude, I do not care. Here we go. Zach, on August 3rd, to the thousands of people who have sent me and keep sending me the Annabelle doll slash Warren Occult Museum news. No, I did not have the opportunity to purchase, nor did
Ooh.
I hear from Matt Rife about it. Wish them the best with their project.
But why would Matt have to ask him if it was okay to purchase it?
I'm kind of wondering if because he went in with Elton,
Yeah.
if maybe Zach thought like, oh well, maybe he'll like ask me to go in on it with him. or to like be the
Okay.
co-purchaser of this, and he didn't. So
Well, but see, the whole thing, Jess, is believe it or not, Zach Bagans is in the paranormal TV. What's that word I'm trying to think of? Universe, I guess. He is very powerful.
yeah, for sure.
He actually, I was reading this. He actually got. There was a show called Fear Factor, and I don't know what happened, but one of the people on Fear Factor pissed off Zach, and he literally got the show canceled.
Wow.
And they actually had to go to YouTube and get donations to put their show back on the air, but on YouTube. Nick Golf, who was one of the first three original ones, it was Aaron, Zach, and Nick. Well, Nick had his show Paranormal Lockdown, but with that one chick, I don't know who she was or who she is. He got and Zach, he got that show canceled too.
So the man's got power.
Yes, he had. Well, it wasn't so much that he got them canned, but from my understanding, he went to the production company or the head of the production company, and he said because I guess the actual show, Ghost Adventures, they're in like their 25th freaking season.
Which I can't believe that's still going. Good for
It,
them.
yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'll get back to that in a second. So he went to either the head of the company or head of the production company for both Nick Golf and Fear Factor. I couldn't think for a second, and said if these people stay on the Travel Channel, I'm taking my show someplace else. And
Wow.
his show brings in. I mean, obviously, 25 years, they bring in the revenue.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get back to the other point. That show's gotten stupid, Jess. I'm sorry. Ghost Adventures used to be a good show. I used to watch it all the time. We were up to Mackinac, and I watched it because they had a marathon one time when we were back in our hotel room. And it's like I used to watch it, but it's gotten stupid. Zach is possessed every freaking episode.
I was
And
gonna ask you about that. What is your like opinion on possession? Like, do you believe in it? Do you think it's a crock of shit? Like, what's your opinion on it?
oh no, it is possible. We almost one of our investigations we almost had a possession per se. Wasn't us. Wasn't any any of our team. But no, it is possible. I mean, if if you're in the right environment, I guess, um, yeah, it is very possible to be possessed. Now, exorcisms, yeah, that's a different story. I think a lot of that is witch doctor voodoo stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, um, I mean, there has been documented cases of exorcisms, but even the Catholic Church, who does the majority of them, from my understanding, um, I should call Prozac because he is a demonologist.
Well, there you go. You probably know.
Let me
We
put
could
that on my to-do list.
have him on the podcast.
Oh, please. That's actually not a bad idea, Jess.
I'm also kind of wondering, do you think it would like the possession part of it? Do you think it's kind of like how it was in Ghost, where Oda Mae was just like, just sit down,
Yep.
and like Patrick Swayze like sat down. I think his name was Sam.
Yes.
Sat down and like just like they fused together for a second.
Yes. Now, again, that happened to me personally. Um, when we did an investigation in Livonia years ago. This is when our friend who moved to Florida was still here with us.
Yes, love her.
Yep. And she was there with us, on the investigation. And the homeowner's mom had been killed, and the cops didn't know who it was.
Oh, I
Eh,
remember this one.
Yeah, and I am able, uh, if whoever's listening or whoever listens on here in the future, whatever, I am a medium, the wife is, and Jess is up to a point. Um, so we can communicate, with the spirits and everything, yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm entry level.
Yes, she is still in the entry level position.
I'm working on it. I'm working
Yeah,
on
yes,
it.
yes, yes. And we were called in to do an investigation there, and we were downstairs in the basement, and they had, I mean, it was a nice downstairs basement, and I was sitting in a big chair, and it was weird because I'm sitting in the chair. I'm just basically, I've grounded myself to this world. Okay.
And
And
how does one do that?
basically, you just envision yourself coming out of the bottom of your feet, like roots. Envision roots, and
Okay.
put the roots into the ground. Now, I have been told by our friend, who I shall not name whom she is, and she said that if you ever have it, and I don't mean when you're drunk, but I mean because I've had that where I'm laying in bed and the whole freaking room spinning, like God take me now, Um, a lot of times I've said that. Um, if you're if you feel like you're, I don't know how to say it, like if you feel like you're spinning and you're not drunk or anything, that is an attempt of a spirit, believe it or not, to get your spirit out of your body so they can take over.
That's crazy.
So we were in the house, and I felt his mom's presence, and I go, okay, I go, how much do you want to know? Because I was seeing everything. So basically, my spirit got, they're still, in me, obviously, and I pushed away, so there was room for her spirit to come into me, and I was basically channeling his mom's spirit.
So,
And I
so you were still there. Like you were
Yes,
still you're not just
yes.
like floating off like,
No,
hey.
no, no, I was still there, and
Cool.
it was weird because I couldn't move anything. I, I couldn't move my arms, I couldn't move my legs, and and I'm not trying to be smart, but it was deathly quiet. It's like I couldn't hear nothing. And the saying they say is so quiet that you couldn't hear anything, and that's how it was I couldn't hear anything.
The way
And
that I would have a panic attack. So good on you. Good on you.
and our friend, she goes, and she's a medium too, and she goes, you're using a lot of energy, because she was giving me energy so I could accommodate the homeowner's mom.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I know I'm using a lot of energy, friend. See, I didn't say friend, I said her name, but I'm not saying her name, so friend. Yeah, so then it was weird, because and then I told her, I'm like, okay, I can't move my, and this part was like weird. I go, I can't move my legs, I can't move my arms, and I can't hear anything. Excuse me. And she said, friend said that because I was letting the homeowner's mom channel through me, I was experiencing what she experiences. And since she
God.
had not had a physical body for a couple years, that's
Right.
why I couldn't move anything, because the spirit of his mom was not used to having an arm or legs. All it's just the spirit. So it was weird, but I could see everything. I saw what happened, and I described the attacker to them, and they said that's who we thought it was, but we don't have proof. And
I can't even imagine that. I can't imagine the frustration that would come with
yeah,
that.
and then I told them then that she actually worked in the hospital, and she went back to work, and she crossed a bridge, and she had stabbed his mom to death. So she threw the actual knife into the water as she crossed over the bridge. She went back to work in bloody scrubs, but she worked in a hospital, so people wouldn't question her,
It was
and she
kind of
just
like
changed. And she just
business as
changed.
usual.
yeah, she changed her clothes, put them in the hamper or whatever,
That's
and continued to
crazy.
to be on. But then, okay, here's one other thing too, and I don't think that I have ever told you this. She is crazy. Okay, we did an investigation. I think it was over in, oh God, Bay City, Saginaw area, Midland maybe area, and this person was crazier than a shithouse rat. She was
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
she was she was going through, was it a divorce, or she was going through a custody battle, either way, and she swore that her house was haunted. Well, we did an investigation, we did pickups and stuff, and we were actually possibly summoned to court because her husband found out about that, and he was going to use our testimony against her to get custody of the kids.
Wait, so you guys got summoned?
We almost did. We got
Oh
a
my god.
Yeah, we got a thing in the mail saying that you might be summons, and if you and it said, it said you will be you might be needed in a summons to, um what's that word, when you're in court, testify, to testify against whatever this chick's name was, by her, I believe, ex-husband, to get custody of the children,
To
because
prove that she was
he is saying
crazy.
that she's an unfit mom because
Holy
because she
cow.
had us out there. Yeah, so you have to be careful when you do this kind of stuff.
I mean, if you're wanting to become a ghost hunter, just know you might be summoned to court.
Yeah, and not being summoned by a demon, but by the court of law.
Even worse.
Or the attorneys for Prozac or Zach Bagans, because I keep on ragging them.
Can you imagine if we'd have to like title the podcast "We got
We
not clickbait, we got summoned."
and then put, really, we did.
So what you're saying about the possession part of it,
Yeah.
possession just sounds so heavy. It
Yes.
doesn't really sound like what you kind of like went through because you're just like, yeah, dude, like I just shared my body for a second and we
Yeah.
went through it and cool.
Yeah.
The way that I've seen it in like with Zach, it seems like it's very violent. Like
Well.
he's like on the ground, he's hitting
Yep.
it. He's like,
Yep.
"No, I don't want like get out of me," like stuff like that. And I'm like, "Okay, you're making it sound like, yeah, we just chilled for a second. Like we're good. Like, my energy was depleted and after you probably went to get ice cream."
Yep. Yep.
And
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
because that is a thing if you want to say why you get ice cream after.
Because doing if you're a medium, and basically you don't even have to channel, you don't even, and actually, Josh, me and our friend, after investigations, we would always stop afterwards and get something sweet,
Yeah.
because what happens is that, and like I said, you don't even have to be doing an investigation. If you're a medium, our friend told us that there's something in your aura that the spirits can see, that you can communicate with them, or see them. So they're going to be naturally drawn to you. So even if you're just walking like through, let's say a graveyard, which I was just in a couple weeks ago, um, if there's any spirits around there, they could attach themselves to you. And one of the way that you can tell, other than being possessed, is you feel drained, and it does drain you. So you have to, I used to keep like because we always stop, before, for a pop or gas or something before the investigation, and I would always buy a candy bar.
Yeah.
But then I've gotten a lot better at this. I mean, I'm not a lot better being a medium, but I'm a lot better of holding my energy, because I used to be out, and you can attest. I would be out for, like, not out like sleeping the whole time, but I didn't have any energy for like a day or two after the investigation.
Yeah, no, you're very low energy and you would just kind of like chill.
Yeah.
Like you didn't really want to do anything. You would just be
Yep.
like, I'm just gonna, and then you're infamous. I'm just gonna rest my eyes. I'm
Well,
watching TV. I'm just resting my eyes.
well, I was,
But your eyes aren't open, so you're not watching it.
but I am resting my eyes, though, Jazz. That's the thing.
And also something that I experience a lot, especially like on investigations with you guys, is the ear ringing.
Yes. Yep.
I thought personally it's just I was listening to music too loud. And I remember telling you one time, like, yeah, it's weird. Like I'm hearing like a ringing in my ears, or it sounds like a whooshing, like you don't hear anything for a second.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, they're trying, like spirits are trying to communicate with you. They just,
Yep.
you guys aren't on the same like vibrations. You guys
Yes.
aren't on the same, so there's like a disconnect. They're trying, and you're just kind of like sitting there, like I don't know what to do.
Oh, exactly. And yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Is our friends had this. Um, Now again, there could be concerts. We did go to a few of those when you were still in the house.
Yeah, and
Um,
apparently when, because my first concert being, I forgot when we saw Ricky Martin. I was like 6
oh, dude, yeah.
ish. Yeah, apparently when kids are that young, you're supposed to put headphones on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, like, with the loudness, it doesn't hurt their ears, so,
Oh,
uh,
oh, so
it
that's why I see when you see like YouTube clips of kids at concerts.
yeah, they
That's
have
why
the
they're hearing. Oh, it makes
yeah,
sense. It makes sense
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Holy shit.
We didn't know about that in the '90s, but
Who did?
exactly, exactly. It kinda seemed like everyone was just kinda winging it, so
Well, we still are.
yeah.
No,
And that never stopped.
no. No, I don't want to embarrass you, Jess, but and I won't say how old you were, but could it have been your noise issue or your hearing when we went and saw Barney at Cobo,
I
Detroit?
remember seeing that giant purple bastard,
I love you, you love me.
and I think it was just because he was, I don't know if he was just there, if it became very real for me. I just remember I was on your shoulders sobbing.
And you said, I want to go home.
I wanna go home because you never meet your idols, and he was right there, I was panicking. You can't disappoint a picture,
No,
so
no,
but he's right there, I'm freaking out, I'm like, "I just wanna go." That is
no.
all I remember from that,
And
but
that's
it
and that
it
and
could be
that's
Barney.
and that's even if your idol is a purple dinosaur.
That big old bastard, I
Again, if it was capricite, he would be a big purple bastard dinosaur.
Yes, yes, exactly.
But yeah. Ringing is they're trying to communicate with you, and your vibration does not match. So you either have to have him or her bring up their vibrations, or you got to bring your vibrations down to match theirs.
Which was hard for me,
Yeah.
until you
Oh,
said start meditating.
yes. Yep.
Then that made it easier. I remember we went to Bath, a couple of years ago, and that was the first time that I'd actually, like, I can't hear them. I, like, see, like, it looks like a text for me.
Okay.
And that was the first time that it happened. I'm like, "Wait, I'm not thinking that." Um,
Wait a minute here.
wait a second.
Where the hell is this coming from? Kill Zach. Where is this coming from?
I was like, "Wait, who kill Zach?"
What the hell?
I'm not thinking that. Something is happening.
I think a lot of people do think that. Just saying, just
We're
saying.
gonna get summoned. We gotta stop talking about
Oh,
it.
dude, I'm
We're
serious.
gonna get a cease and desist.
I spit in your cease and desist.
I mean, this is fair use, though. So
Yes, it is.
it's we're just criticizing. That's all.
Oh, okay. So let me do this legal thing. Our opinions are just ours, not Podbean or not anybody else.
Not affiliated with Podbean. They have their own opinions.
Oh, Podbean is no longer hosting your podcast. Oh shit!
Can you imagine we have to make an announcement
we, we,
due to our shit talking? Podbean is no longer hosting our
you were
podcast.
blackballed, son.
I gotta. I'll send you a picture after the podcast. I've been letting this the Elton Castay live stream just play,
Yeah.
and I continuously like look over to see if I see like weird like equipment or something. This guy has a T-shirt that says "Paranormal is my normal."
Nice,
I love
nice.
that. I love that.
Yeah, yeah. But so but again though, okay, and I think I have mentioned this in previous podcast is okay. So they purchased Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. They are
Yes.
leasing. I think Matt said for 5 years the contents of the museum.
Yes.
Or I don't think it's leasing. He said we're the caretakers.
Yes. Technically, the Guardians.
Yes, but the thing is you can't. And I mean, obviously you are aware of this, Jess, but you can't just flip a switch and have activity happen.
No.
So even if you do book, let's say us, I've already had a few people in our group showing interest in going up there. So let's say that well, I mean, not, excuse me, not even that. And I had mentioned this before. We went to the Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa, mainly because Ghost Adventures was there, and they got all this EVPs and videos. And Zach took an axe, went in the attic, and basically entitle say, hey, please, spirit, kill me with this axe. I wish he would have, but he didn't. Um,
Didn't
so
happen,
we
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it did not happen. But yeah, I'm sure it drew in the Jack. No, don't do that, Zach. Oh my god. Um, so we drove 12 hours, and they were there within, well, according to the TV show, they were there within 10 minutes, and they got an EVP in the kitchen that said, "I did it." Okay. And if you're not familiar with the Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa, 19 oh shit 1909, I believe it was, a family of four and two children. So that basically it was a mom and dad, and I think they had two daughters.
Oh, 1912.
1912, I stand corrected. I was going to say that though, I think it's 1912.
I always remember because of Titanic.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, rest in peace, guys. And I want to say, I think, Jess, it was they either had a son and a daughter or two daughters, and they had two of their friends stay overnight, and they had gone to church, and then they had walked back home, and sometime in the evening after church, and then sometime in the following day, somebody, and the case is still unsolved, they killed everybody and killed them with an axe. So that's why Zach had the axe as a prop to try to bring the spirit back out. But anyways, we were there for like 12 hours. Didn't get shit. Not even the EVP saying you're a joke. Where's Casper? Nothing. So you can't just flip the switch. It's nice to purchase, the Warren's house. I would love to have purchased a freaking house, but you can't. Yeah, it's the same thing. Waverly Hills, the prison that we have been to, Lizzie Borden's house, Alcatraz. Every place that we have been to that is haunted. You can't just walk in and expect stuff to happen. And case in point, again, we were at the prison in Mansfield, Ohio, and there was a show called Ghost Hunters Academy, where when the the actual show Ghost Hunters, they were at their peak. They started the show Ghost Hunters Academy, where they people would send in applications, and they would teach them how to become paranormal investigators. Well, when we're at the prison in Mansfield, Ohio, they they always give you a spiel at first. Okay, you can't do this. No Ouija boards, which takes the fun out of it. you
Damn.
know exactly. People are doing some people are doing serious investigations. No horseplay, no chasing people, no blah 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 blah. And one of the things that he said was, if you are expecting activity to happen as soon as you walk in. It probably will not. He said that the Ghost Hunters Academy show was here. They were here for a whole week. He said for the whole week, like Monday through Friday, every day they were investigating. They got 12 minutes of evidence out of being there for a week.
Well,
So,
because that's something that these shows don't really show is the glamorizing part of going through all of that.
oh yeah, it sucks. We are doing an investigation, and I think that you're going to join us. I think Jess at that White Lake Township Public Library.
Yes, I hope to.
Oh, that house looks so cool. So yeah, so we're doing that investigation, and just to break it down here, quickly, we have four static cameras on tripods hooked up to a DVD system and a TV, and we have the thermal imaging camera. We have full spectrum cameras, both pictures and video, EMF meters. We have a SLR camera. So we have our fair share of equipment. So let's say that it's a 3 hour investigation. Okay, we have four cameras, so that's 12 hours of video that we have to go through every camera. Then we have, let's say we do 2 hours of EVPs. So there's 2 hours of audio that we have to you go through and try to pick out anything paranormal. Then we have the pictures. Let's say we take 100 pictures that we have to go through and analyze every picture. So
Yep.
yeah, the investigation does not end after we come back home. It's just starting.
And that's the best part is you get to sit there and let's say the 12 hours that you were at the Bliska, Iowa house,
Hmm.
you now get to watch 12 hours of video.
And lots of times it puts me to sleep
Yeah, because there's nothing going on.
because there's nothing going on. So there's literally times where I'm sitting here and I like now come. Oh shit! I must have fell asleep a little bit. The video stopped playing because I slept for like 2 hours. So yeah, it's not yeah, it's fun. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, but really quick, Jess, what I think I'm going to do, and Ava requested this. Um, I'm going to read. Um, I found our copy of the magnet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Magnetic Mansion.
I've always wanted to do that. So yeah, I have found our copy of Magnetic Mansion, Return to Eden, Book One, based on a baffling true story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even though he's full of shit. But anyways, I didn't say that. So I'm going to read. Oh, it's not even autographed. What a cheap bastard. Anyways, I'm just going to read like maybe a couple of pages every day, or not every day, but every podcast. Um, yeah, just to keep people interested. So if you don't mind, Jess, if you want to go and get a cup of coffee or a tea or something, I'm going to read for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes from the first chapter.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me go to the first chapter. Let's see, trying to find one here. Let's see, first chapter. Okay, so it was time for both outriggers, camera guys in one, nine Brady's in the other, to paddle. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry, wrong book. This is Growing Up Brady. I grabbed the wrong book. Okay. All right. So, Magnetic Mansion, Chapter 1. Honey, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a nice little cottage at a lake? It would be a great place to escape the summer's heat. And the kids certainly would enjoy the swimming and boating. Just a simple, sincere statement such as this certainly doesn't sound like the beginning of an 8 year journey into bizarre and haunting experiences that would envelop me, my wife, and my four children. But that's exactly what it would become. You know, we haven't talked about this before, so why not? Was my quick reply to my wife's question. We can certainly afford it because I wrote a book about it. And one might be less expensive this time of year. Why don't you keep your eyes peeled in the papers for something that might come up for sale? Little did I know at the time that I was letting myself and my family into a strange vortex surrounding an isolated old mansion that easily could cost us our sanity and possibly our lives. My name is Zachary Henkel. No, it's not. Dude, don't freaking lie. I'm in my mid 30s and happily married to my teenage sweetheart Peggy Sue. That's bullshit too. We have four wonderful children. I don't think he did. I consider myself a happy go lucky kind of guy. My life had been progressing merrily along as if it was following a perfect script on how one should succeed in life. There was no way I was knowingly change its course for the worse, but that's exactly what I was about to do on this fine February afternoon in 1971. At that time, I was 6.5 years old. When Peggy Sue dropped the Ann Arbor paper in front of me, back then we had newspapers, not internet. There was a large circle drawn around an ad stating cottage for sale. Okay, this was not a freaking cottage. This was a freaking mansion. So there's a lie in itself. All right, let's see. All right, I will read the next two chapters here, or two paragraphs. The ad was worded persuasively and covered everything we had been considering when discussing the perfect summer cottage. We particularly liked the fact that the cottage was situated high on the hill, which it was, with its own lake, which I think it did, and panoramic view of the surrounding area, which it did. That is true. That's the only thing so far that has been true. We decided that even if the cottage was just a tumble down shack, but I don't know about this, we would complete a demolition and pitch a tent or buy a small pop up tent for shelter. We would we could picture in our mind picnics on the site and going swimming and boating on the lake mentioned in the ad. Even though there was not a sale price listed, we both got very excited at the prospect. We decided we had to see this place and perhaps purchase it at a steal. We agreed to drive over the next morning to take a look see. Okay, last paragraph. When we woke, when we awoke the next day, we found it had snowed heavily during the night. Our plan of going, when did you say that was? Did you say February? Okay, the snow in February is possible. Our plan of going immediately to see our dream cottage had to wait until the roads were cleared and the rocks all placed on the roadways had melted some of the ice and snow. Brilliant sunshine hid the fact that the temperature outside was still hovering below zero. Ooh, that's cold. I was more concerned about whether my new caddy it would start, dude. If it was going to see the cottage right away. I threw on a heavy parka and boots and hiked out to the car. See, that's what's called in the business a cliffhanger because I'm leaving you and you're like, oh, dude, did he make it? Did he make it to the cottage? So, yeah, so that is the first couple paragraphs of Magnetic Mansion. All right, Jess, you can come back now.
I'm back.
Thank you, thank you. See, I I tried to like add like my voice, be like, yeah,
Ambiance.
yeah. So far, I read three paragraphs, and only the two lines was anything except the truth. The rest of it was
Yes.
all BS. All right. I kind of like. Thank you, Ava, for that. Um, I think from this point on, Jess, I'm just gonna say instead of saying like Point Pleasant trip, whatever, I'm just gonna say paranormal news and events and stories because we still haven't gotten the Duran Train Depot yet, and that was
No,
like 2 weeks ago. But damn it, I do want to do Point Pleasant though.
for sure.
Okay.
Because I did want to touch on the fact that Annabelle is back on tour.
Yes. Yes.
She's going to be in Maine at the Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention in Augusta.
Okay.
And she's going to be there September 6th and 7th with NESPR. So
Okay.
with I think she's just to see her is $50 on top of the admission ticket to get in.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, she's gonna be in her little box, and you can go up and see her for $50.
Well, and the reason why they have to get this because they're probably going to get their ass sued from the estate of Mr. Rivera.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, they have that picture of
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of them still there. I don't know why they're continuing to do this. I personally, if I was in this group, it's only four people. Like if I
Yeah.
was in this group and one of our members passed, I'd be like, we're done.
Yeah. But see, but here, Jess, you have money involved.
Unfortunately,
Yes. And as you know, in the paranormal field, money talks, unfortunately.
yeah,
Okay. So, excuse me. Let's talk about your experience at Point Pleasant.
yes,
And okay, you have to agree somewhat, Jess, that having parents as paranormal investigators was not a boring life growing up.
no, anything
you
but.
you went on a few places that maybe we shouldn't have taken you.
Mm-hmm.
But and we are like, and I have mentioned this in previous podcasts, we are like the Griswolds. We don't go from point A to point B. We find anything that's paranormal or haunted in the area, and we do that too.
Well, like
So
we were driving from what's it called, Butternut, or is
yeah.
that was that for, yeah, California,
Oh no,
driving
no,
no,
a button willow.
Button Willow, that's what it's called. We were driving from Button Willow,
Yep,
California,
yep.
to San Francisco,
Yes.
and we had to stop at the Sarah Winchester house. I say had, but it was pretty cool.
But
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 we
that
stopped
wasn't.
there.
But that was not up for discussion.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a hey guys, do you think we should? It's a hey guys, we're going to.
If you don't want to stay in the car, knock yourself out.
Feel free. I'll keep the key in the ignition
Yep.
so you guys can have AC, but
We're going.
we're going.
Now, see, I don't have a so-called bucket list. I don't have. Oh, I can check this off of my list. No, I don't have a list where I have to go here. But if we're in the area, why not? You know.
Yeah.
But you also, just too, if you remember, was well, we have flown into LA and we spent I think two days in the LA area, and then our friend Kevin lives up, as you said, Jess, in San Francisco. So we spent day and a half, 2 days in Southern California, and then we drove up to. We were driving up to San Francisco to spend a couple of days with Kevin, and I'm sure I can say his name because he don't listen to my podcast. At least I'm sure he don't listen to our podcast. So we stayed at this hotel. It was a Quality Inn in Button Willow, California, right off of I-5. And when I was growing up, my mom, rest in peace, kind of, um, she was a big country music on all the freaking time. And one of the shows that she used to like was Hee Haw. And Buck Owens and Roy Clark was like one of the two hosts on Hee Haw. Well, he's buried in River. No. Oh, shoot. Where is he buried at? Oh, Bakersfield, California. So we had Aiton at Carl's Jr. And I'm like, hey guys, instead of just going back to the hotel and just sitting here watching TV or whatever, Buck Owens, his grave is only 45 minutes away in Bakersfield. So we drove 45 minutes just to see his grave. I got pictures of it, and I will post pictures of it because I got pictures of it. It'll be here shortly on our Facebook page. And then we drove back for like a 10-minute visit at Buck Owens' grave. But anyways, so on this trip, we were going to Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And Point Pleasant, if you're not familiar, is the sighting of the Mothman, and he was sighted when the Silver Bridge collapsed. Oh goodness, I want to say, well, he was seen before that. He was seen at the old TNT plant, and the old TNT plant was during World War II. They made TNT there, and they have what's called igloos, and the igloos are just like that. They're shaped like igloos, and I got pictures. I'll post that too. And the igloos were where they stored the TNT after it was actually made. And then they put dirt and grass above it, so if there was any chance of any enemy planes flying over, they wouldn't see the igloos, so they could drop, actual bombs on the igloos and blow up the TNT. So we went, us four, and like I said, we were going to Gettysburg. That was our final spot. So we left.
Pennsylvania.
Yes, yes. And we left Michigan and we drove to Columbus, Ohio, and spent the night. And we ate. And then, just coinky dinky, there was a graveyard right beside the hotel. So, if I remember correctly, Jess, we took you and Sam and got you in the rooms. I mean, you guys were older, so it wasn't like you were 4 or 5 years old. You were
Yeah, we were teenagers.
yeah, teens, probably what, 15, 16 years old ish.
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
I'm trying to think
And
when this
yeah,
was.
I'm not for sure when it was.
Was it 2012 that we went? It was when what songs were popular? Call Me Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was one that we heard a lot. I
Oh
think that was
yeah. Yeah.
2012.
Okay, so
2011, 2012.
a few years ago.
Yeah,
um and then
more than 10.
we took you guys back to the room, and me and your mom went over to the graveyard, did a mini investigation and stuff. And then we drove got up the following day, drove to a Point Pleasant. And of course, when you're looking for a hotel to stay at, you want to stay at a haunted hotel. So we stayed at the Low Hotel, which back when we were there was like 99 years old, and we stayed in the haunted Queen Suite. Now, the room itself was, when you walked in, you had a big room, and you had two twin beds, a TV, and then there was a door, which was a shared a crapper, sink tub crapper. And then me and Brenda, just his mom, we had our own room that had a king bed, a TV, and a fridge. So we, checked in and everything, and we went to, well, first we went to the Mothman Museum, and we met the owner. Cool guy, cool guy. And we asked him where was the TNT plant, and he told us, where it was. No, no, no. I'm sorry. He was going to, but then some people came in. We left, and we went to Harris's Steakhouse, and Carolyn owned it. And Carolyn had lost her husband and her son in the Silver Bridge collapse that happened there in town, and she would not talk about it at all, even on the anniversary, when the news people came and stuff like that. She would not talk to anybody about that, which I can understand. Well, we were there eating, and I think we ate there like twice, Jess, because it was cheap food. And
Yeah,
we
it's
ate
pretty good too.
there. Oh yeah, it was really good. And I had ordered ice cream, and I mean, the people of Point Pleasant, the down to earth freaking people, man. I mean, down to earth and friendly people too. And our waitress came over, and she's like, "It's going to be a few minutes on your ice cream." We ran out, and Carolyn went to pick some up at the store. I was like, "Well,
Yeah,
bless her
very
heart."
very small town. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
like I don't want anyone to picture like a city,
No, no,
like
no, 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 no,
a
no.
metropolitan city. This is like a you blink and you're like, oh, was there a town back there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, and so then we had left, and Jeff Worley, who owned, or he still does, the museum. He came into Harris's Steak. I was like, "Oh, I didn't draw you guys the map." I'm sorry, like that dude. That's no, 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 no. Give me a pen and a piece of paper. And he drew us a map. He goes, okay, if you go outside of town, you'll see the National Guard Armory. He drew a tank. He goes, go a little bit past that, and you see a Christmas tree lot or farm. He drew a picture of a Christmas tree, and then he goes, go a little further and take a right. And if you go around the corner and you pass, and you do not see a orange painted guardrail, you've gone too far. So then come back until you see the orange painted guardrail. That's where you stop. Cross over that, walk a short distance, and you'll see what's left of the igloos and the TNT plant. Well, Jess and Brenda stayed in the car. So me and Sam went, and one of the igloos was weird as shit. There was a clothes out, and I got a picture of it too. There was clothes out in front of this igloo, like someone had just took the clothes off. It was weird. And I got a picture. I think I got a video too, actually, of the inside of the igloo. So we came back through town and we went back to our room. And I was getting ready to go to bed or something. No, I was getting ready to hop in the shower. And I looked down and I'm like, oh shit, what's that on my knee? I got a tick from going to the igloo. So Brenda, pulled the tick out, killed it, and we were sitting there watching TV. And like I said, we had the door to the shared bathroom closed. And okay, Jess, you can take it from here because this is your experience.
So I was acting like an asshole. I just want to start that off right here. My brother, because when we checked in, they said, "Oh, you're in this room. That's one of our more haunted rooms."
And Jess, not to interrupt real fast, but it should be known that Sam is a skeptic.
Yeah, at the time I think he was a little more open to it, but now
Okay.
he's a full skeptic. He thinks
Yes.
like when we die, it's just blackness and we don't exist anymore.
Yes.
So while we're kind of like winding down for the night, he's just like, "Oh my god, I just hope nothing happens today. I'm just hoping that we can sleep okay. Like I'm really worried about this." I'm like, "You are being a little crybaby. Nothing's gonna happen. Like it's you're making a big deal out of nothing." And he's just like, "I don't know. I'm just like I'm really nervous." And I was laughing at him. I'm like, you're being crazy right now. Nothing's gonna happen." Um, so he went to sleep. And he was out. And because he even told me on Friday, I think you were gone by then, Dad. He
Okay.
told me, he's like, "Yeah, I don't remember any of it." He's like,
Really?
"I didn't even wake up with for anything." He's like, "I woke
Oh
up the
wow.
next morning and you were like eyes wide, like freaked out." And he's just like, "What I missed?" Um, but so he's asleep and I'm in bed and I'm reading a book. I forgot what book it was, but I'm reading a book and I feel like someone is watching me. And like I get that feeling and I'm just like, okay, like I feel it near the door. Like it's a feeling I can't really describe of like someone's watching you. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put my bookmark in and I'm gonna try to get some sleep. So I turn off the lamp, I lay down, and my eyes are closed. Still got that feeling of like I feel like someone's here. I feel like someone, but maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe it's my turn to overreact. And that is when this has never happened to me before, and I hope to God it never happens again. The sheet that I had on me started moving. Like someone was in the corner of that queen bed pulling it off of me. And in that moment, my heart started racing. I'm like, I need to get my parents. So I open the door to the bathroom. I run in and I'm banging on their door. I'm like, y'all need to get your shit. You need to talk to this asshole. You need to do something. You need to get this guy out of here. And I'm pretty sure, Dad, when you opened the door, I was crying.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
You were.
yeah, I was crying. I was upset. I was like something. And I'm like, I'm crying and I'm telling you guys what's going on, and you guys are like, what? I'm like, get your equipment,
which
get your camera.
which we had the equipment because we were going to a Gettysburg, so we did have like 2 or 3 cases of our equipment.
I'm like, get your stuff, come in here. And like I said, Sam said he slept through it all. He didn't hear anything. He told me, he's like, because he was like, Dad wants me to talk about Point Pleasant. I'm like, yeah, because I told him what I'm telling you guys now, and he's like, dude, I don't remember any of that. I was out.
Yep.
I'm like, you didn't wake up for anything? He's like, no. But if I remember correctly, when you guys came in and took pictures, you did get an orb by the door.
Yes, and the door was closest to your bed too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So, and then like you guys are like, okay, well, we'll look at the pictures tomorrow. But just try to get to sleep. I'm like, how? How? How?
Just
How do
close
you
your
expect me to
eyes,
go to sleep
Jess.
right now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like, well, just close your eyes,
Just close your
and
eyes.
because that's something Grandma Shirley would say. She would be like, let's see who can be the quietest. Close their eyes and let's just see who can be the quietest. The quiet game, and then you eventually just fall asleep.
Yep.
Genius. But you guys are just like, yeah, just just try to get some sleep. And then the next morning, there were talks about like, oh, maybe we could stay another night. No, I flat out told you guys, I will, like, bags under my eyes. I will sleep in the car.
Yep.
I
And
am
she,
not sleeping.
and she did say that too. She's, if we stay one more night, I'm sleeping in the car. I don't care. I am not
No,
sleeping in that room again for one more night.
no, you can't. You can't pay me
No.
to be in that room again. Which I actually just did some research. The Low Hotel's closed.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's closed, and it's for sale right now.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you know what? Karma's a bitch because if you remember, Jess, we were gonna stay for 2 nights, and I
Mhm.
talked to her husband, and he gave us like a really freaking cool price. And when we checked in, and the wife was there when we checked. Oh no, you must have misunderstood him. This is in season. I can't give you that price that he told you. So then that's when we said okay, and then we're staying for one night and we're getting the hell out.
Yeah, apparently people have had, like, really bad experiences with them.
Oh yeah, yeah, we did. And then you know how it is, just where they have, like on TV where they have these stories and John's friend declined to be interviewed.
Yep.
That happened with us, with Sam. I saw him on Friday over at Jesse's house, and I told him, I said, "Hey Sam, we're talking about Point Pleasant on the podcast on Sunday. Do you want to join us?" No, I'm good. So here's where I say Sam declined to be interviewed for this podcast.
In his defense, though, he really just, like, he's like, "I didn't even know any of this happened."
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, yeah,
"I
yeah.
was sound asleep."
Yep.
Um, but yeah, he's like, "I remember you were acting like a dick to me." I'm like, "Okay, see, we okay, so that's how I remember it too." So
Yeah, but with you and Sam growing up, you guys were always, teasing each other and, screwing around with each other and stuff. So
yeah, pulling my hair and all that fun
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was just a given. But yeah, my two most paranormal experiences were because I was being a real jerk.
So if anyone has learned anything from this podcast, do not be a jerk with a paranormal, and you'll be fine.
No, just don't be an asshole. Like, they will, I because you always say you have to be more afraid of the living than you do of the dead.
Yes, you do.
I knew that I wasn't gonna get, like, well, I mean, I didn't know at the time, but like after a couple days, I was like, okay, yeah, I wouldn't have had like a TV thrown at me,
No, no.
um, or anything like that. It's just whoever it was probably just heard me being a jerk and was like, well, if I can get enough energy, I can really scare this bitch, and that's what it did.
And they did.
And yeah, absolutely. I was in tears. I was like, I was shaking in bed,
Yep,
like
you were.
ripping the covers to me. And like I said, Sam was just like, "So how'd you sleep?" I'm like, bags under my eyes, like my face is red from crying all night. I'm like, "How do you think?
and
How
then
do
of
you
course,
think?"
your brother. Oh, I slept fine.
Oh well, I slept like a baby. I
So I
was
don't know what
out.
your problem is, Jess.
Yeah, I was out the whole night. I don't know. I don't know about you, but
that kid. So then we had left Point Pleasant, and we were, like I said, Gettysburg was our ultimate stop. So we're leaving, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm just bringing this up, but 2 short hours away is the Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Let's stop there.
We're like, why not? It's on the way.
But then you remember though, Jess, when we were out on the highway, Sam freaked out because a tick was climbing on the inside of the car on the window.
We were.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you want me to do, Sam? I can't pull over. I'm on the highway.
You're like, I'm not stopping. And we're like, Dad, you gotta stop. And you're
Oh,
like, put the window down. We're like, he's just gonna fly backwards. And he's like, and you're like, well, guys, I'm on the highway.
yep. Can't
I'm
stop.
not.
Sorry.
So the we could have like we couldn't take our eyes off of that goddamn tick. The whole ride we couldn't relax. We were just watching its every move.
But
Every time it moved, we were just watching it. And Mom was like, guys, just calm down. I'm like, no, no. And then like I remember getting mad, like, why'd you guys have to go out and see those goddamn igloos?
because that's part of the experience. And it was
God.
only 2 hours, Jess. It wasn't like it was like an 8 hour road trip. God.
So if I remember correctly, the Mothman is seen a couple days before a tragedy, right?
Well, yeah.
That's his story.
Well, his first sighting was at the old TNT plant. There was two sets of teenagers. Well, I gotta say two sets of teenage people, and they were out at the TNT plant. I'm assuming making out. I would assume
Lover's Lane.
yes, at the old TNT plant, which
At
is
the
in the
old
middle of
TNT plant.
Timbuktu, freaking Egypt.
You,
This is
you, you
in
gotta
the
do what you gotta
middle.
do. You
Yeah,
gotta do
this
what you
is in
gotta
the
do.
middle of nowhere. It's outside of Point Pleasant. So it was first seen there. It actually supposedly chased them. And I actually got an autographed book from Jeff Worley, from the museum.
And
I gotta find that someplace.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the Mothman looks like, but just in case
Yes.
you don't, it's a big moth.
Yep.
A big
With glowing red eyes.
with glowing red eyes. It's a big black moth.
Yes.
I don't know approximately how big.
From my understanding, like he's tall. He's like almost 7 or 8 feet tall.
God.
And then a wingspan. I don't know how big his wingspan was, but yeah. So he was seen there, and then he was seen. Oh God, I want to say 2 or 3 days before the Silver Bridge collapsed,
Yes.
and he was seen on. And basically, the Silver Bridge ran across the Ohio River between Point Pleasant and West Virginia. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. That is West Virginia. Duh.
I just googled it. He's 7 feet tall,
Okay.
wingspan potentially reaching 10 feet or more.
Damn. He'd be a big insect.
He's a biggin for sure.
Yeah. Yes. So the Silver Bridge, it went from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to, I think it's pronounced Gallipolis, Ohio. And
Yeah,
this
it's the
was,
Ohio River, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes. And this was in December of,
1967.
let's see, December of 67.
You had to check your notes.
It's coming back to me, Jess. And he was seen, and it was clogged. The bridge was clogged with holiday traffic, people doing Christmas shopping. And and he was seen like up in one of the towers. And then I think a day or two later, it collapsed and took like every car with them. And I want to say like 45 people died or something like that. I mean, a lot of people died. And like I said, Carolyn, who owned Harris Steakhouse, she lost her son and husband in that. And which
Yeah,
I would
46
not.
fatalities.
Yeah. So there was a lot of them that had died. And he was also seen, I want to say, Mexico City in the 1983 earthquake.
And people said they saw him during 9/11.
Yeah,
He made his way to Manhattan.
yeah, yeah. which is not that far away. If you have a 12-foot wingspan, that's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
A
pretty sure
few,
there's a train that can take you from there to New
yeah,
York.
no
So
shit. And then I also posted a picture that I took with the actual statue of the Mothman.
the statue was
Um,
right outside the little hotel, right? Like across the
Ye
street.
yes, it was. Yes, it was. And you remember, Jess, across the street, there was that antiques place, Mason Jar
Yeah.
was called, and we spent some time in there too.
It was so funny because we walk in and the person behind the counter was like, "Hi, how y'all doing?" And we're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And she just looked at us. She goes, "So, where are y'all from?"
Yep.
And we're like, "Oh, yeah, Michigan." And she's like, "Oh, you guys talk like the news people."
And what does that mean, lady?
I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, no, I don't know if that's a compliment or a put down.
It's like, "Thank you so much." Yeah, news people.
Yeah, no shit. And then remember, and then they said, I think this was at the Harrison Steakhouse. And I don't know if it was Carolyn or one of her, employees. He said, "Well, we're from, you know, Michigan. Oh, you guys get a lot of bad storms up there." Like, no, you probably get more bad storms down here than we do.
I was gonna say, like, last I checked, you guys get the best
Yeah,
storms.
yeah, no shit. Well, and then the Harrison Steakhouse is really funny because if you remember, Jess, as you walked in, there was like a counter where you could sit at the counter,
Yep.
and then there was booths, like three booths on the right hand side, then like three or four tables in the center of Harris's Steakhouse, and the non-smoking section was the tables are non-smoking, the booths are smoking,
Yep.
and there's no separator, there was nothing there, just if you're in the tables, you're in the non-smoking. If you're in the booths, you're in the smoking section.
No, there was no like no wall,
Nope,
nothing. It was
nope,
just
nope.
all one big place. But it
Yep,
was it was I remember that place. It was great.
yeah, it was. Yeah. When and then, um, just really quick with the Trans Allegheny. For you that people that are not aware, it used to be a lunatic asylum, and it has been closed for a long time.
Sam
And,
even said like, "Oh, maybe they'll gravitate towards you."
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, "Why?" He's like, "You know." I'm like,
Brother,
"So so I'm a little depressed. So I have anxiety, whatever." He's like, "People who were here for those."
yes,
So
they were. Yes, they were.
they're like, I come in, they're like, "One of us, one of us."
Come to us, Jess. You're one of us. Well, and then we had checked in, and they had. See, I can talk about this because we didn't really investigate it, um, and they didn't really have any experiences except for one thing. But remember, they were dressed up in period clothes,
Yes.
and Lawrence, who was he ended up being our tour guide when we had paid at the front area there. Um, they had, it's like, oh, so what brings you here? And I'm like, well, actually, I go, we're paranormal investigators, and we just left Point Pleasant. We're heading to Antietam and then Gettysburg. And then Lawrence, he comes back. He just had a tour. He goes, so it was just us four on the tour. And when we are doing the tour, Lawrence, he told us, he goes, I just got through with the tour, and I think he said it was like Annie's turn, for a tour. But I heard that you guys were paranormal investigators, and I goes, I want this group. So we had signed up for a 45-minute, tour of the place.
It was just
Oh,
like the basic.
yeah, but because we were investigators and Lawrence heard that, it turned into an hour and a half tour. And he took us into some of the buildings that was not included in the tour that we had paid for.
And also keep in mind that the Low Hotel was still very fresh in my mind. So when he was like, typically we don't take people like over here, but since you guys are paranormal investigators, I will. I'm like,
And Jess is
Okay.
like, no.
Like I'm surprised. I'm not even
No.
surprised that I didn't experience anything there because my guard was up.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't want to. My eyes are straightforward. I had horse blinders on. I'm like not looking at my peripheral because that's when you see the like shadows, and that's when
Yep.
you see it's your peripheral. You're not gonna look straight at it and be like, oh look an orb, oh look a shadow. It's always peripheral.
Yes.
So I'm like, horse blinders are on, girl. We're not looking at anything. We're not straight ahead.
And I think too, if I remember, Jess, you said out loud, "You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone."
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not here to play. I
Yep.
don't want I don't want anything. One of us, I know the struggle, I know what's going on, but you guys don't know what I've been through the past 24 hours. I barely slept. Again, bags under my eyes, barely slept. So we're just not me. If I can turn my aura into like a do not disturb sign, I'm not open for business. I'm solely here because unfortunately this is on the way to our next stop, which
Yeah,
is not our
but
final stop.
oh no,
It is
no.
just the next stop.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but it was very interesting to hear like all the stories and
Oh yeah,
such
it was.
about my kind. So
My people.
my people. It was very sad to hear what happened, but
Yeah.
the tour being from 45 minutes to over an hour was still fun. I was just scared. I was a scaredy cat.
The only thing that I remember happening was remember they were they're at least they were when we were there. They're putting the money back into the building, and I'll post pictures online here after we're all through, where it had one of the hallways was restored to how it was when it was a working asylum.
Yes.
So it looked cool. The only thing I remember happening, Jess, was remember they have this one child go a spirit. I think her name was Lucy,
Yes, it was Lucy.
and they have a room that was her, I guess her actual room, and they have toys in there. And like I said, Lawrence had just taken a tour through there, and because he heard that we were paranormal investigators, that he wanted to take us. So he had just taken a group through through the tour. Excuse me. And when we went into Lucy's room, he goes, "That's odd." He goes, "There was a plush, like a stuffed animal. I want to say it was a duck. I want to say, and it had moved because remember he said something to the effect that when we were when the last tour that I just had, like 10 minutes ago, that stuffed animal was on the floor, and now it was on the windowsill."
I left the room.
Yeah, yeah.
He said that. I'm like, you know what? Nope. I don't want any of this smoke. And I'm like, I'm gonna wait for you guys in the hallway.
It's like Lucy's in the
You guys can
room,
deal with this.
Jesse's not.
Yeah. Oh, I think Lucy's here. Well, I'm not gonna be.
Bye
I'll see you
bye.
guys. I'm gonna stare at my phone and just again, horse blinders.
Yep,
Good
I'm
luck.
not.
Good
Yep,
luck with the duck.
yep. So yeah, so then we left, and it kind of threw us behind schedule because I find because between Trans Allegheny is in Weston, so we went from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to Weston, West Virginia. Gettysburg again being our final destination.
Do you know
But
that Trans Allegheny offers overnight ghost hunts
ooh, I did not know that.
from
Interesting.
11:30 to 6 a.m.?
Oh shit, might have to
You
check
can
that out.
either do the main building or you can do the outer buildings like the medical center, forensics, and the geriatrics.
Oh, dude, the outbuildings.
It said, remember to bring essential ghost hunting equipment like cameras, digital recorders, and EMF meters, and dress appropriately for the occasion.
And depends so when you shit yourself.
Yeah, yeah, me. So
Just but how is this for a freaking road trip, Jess? And
okay, I would do this.
okay, check this out. Okay, hear me out. I don't have anything planned yet, but hear me out. And everyone else too, hear me out. A private investigation at the Ohio State Reformatory.
I've always wanted to go.
Get through with that. Drive to Weston. Do a private or overnight investigation at Trans Allegheny. Leave that. Then go to the Warrens' house,
That would be a crazy. Uh,
dude.
I would do it though. That
I
would be
might
fun.
Dude might have to check into this because the Ohio State
Because
Reformatory has private ones now. So
this it's called Asylum After Dark Ghost Hunts. It's only $100 plus tax per person.
that is very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
It is.
Of course, it says don't use drugs or alcohol. Um,
Why not?
but yeah, I wonder why. But yeah, it starts at 11:30, concludes at 6. And we can choose the main building or the outer buildings. Both options offer a thrilling exploration of the paranormal.
Okay, well, let me contact our mortgage company and see if I can refinance because I'm there, buddy.
It sounds fun.
Oh, dude, it would be. Um, I
Are
know,
you bold enough to confront the unknown in these historic haunted buildings? At the time, I wasn't.
but you are
But
now.
now I'm like, you know what? Okay. I'm like, okay, sure, sure, sure.
See,
Until I run crying to you and mom.
Lucy, she was there. I saw Lucy. No,
Dad,
okay.
something touched me.
Oh, Jazz, don't be a
Something
wuss.
touched something touched my arm. I want to go home.
Yeah. No, hey, Jazz, we still have the Warrens' house, buddy.
You're like, Jess, it's 12. We've been here half an hour.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't even
I'm
started.
gonna go in the car.
We haven't even started yet, Jazz. We're just taking the tour.
We're we're still unpacking our equipment.
Yeah. I just unpacked the camera, Jazz. We're not leaving. Go to the car.
Oh,
Well,
actually, it looks like after you register and after like the group gets all together,
yeah,
our expert guides will lead you through the chosen location of where you are, or which one you pick.
yep,
And they'll kind of like give you a little tour real quick
yes,
of like the history of it, probably telling us about Lucy.
yep.
And then they let us go.
No, nice, nice. See that's what prevented me in the past of going to Waverly Hills in the Louisville because they at first they did not do that. They would
Mm-mm.
take you on a guided tour, but then the guided tour turned into the tour, and they would
Yes.
give you like X amount of time on each floor, but that was it. And I'm not driving 6.5 hours away, paying like hundred bucks or whatever it was, just to be allowed to spend time on certain floors. No.
What I do like about this is you can actually choose if you want someone to stay with you,
Oh,
like a
really?
guide.
Really?
Yeah, it says you can venture solo or join our experienced ghost hunting guides who prioritize your safety and enjoyment.
Oh, so you mean that they won't put you in Lucy's room, close the door, then be out in the hallway and start laughing at you when you're
Laughing.
crying like a baby back bitch?
Yeah, yeah, they prioritize
Yes,
safety and
yes.
make sure that you're enjoying yourself, not pissing your pants. So
Well, yeah.
I
So
think that's nice that you guys have that people have that option of like, hey, we're kind of new to this.
yeah,
Can you kind of like show us the ropes? I really like that they include that for
yeah,
newcomers or just people who are like, I don't know this building. We're not from here. It's kind of weird.
yeah. But that's part of the fun is just going into the building, and
Until
not
you get
knowing.
lost, until I get lost, and you guys hear me crying.
But Jess, we have that solution figured out. When we're at the prison, our friend Dennis, he puts one of those glow sticks around your mom's neck.
Yeah, there you go. There you
So
go.
when where's Brenda? Where's Brenda? I don't see Brenda. Then you see a yellow glow stick way down the hallway. There she is.
Well, it doesn't help that she's so tiny.
Oh, dude, I know. Yes, but yeah. So he put a glow stick on her so we could keep track of her.
That is very
Oh my god.
that's a very good idea,
Yes.
actually. I'm
Well, so
trying to
yeah. So
see.
so after we left, Weston, and I'm
Yes.
like, hey guys, I've always wanted to go to Antietam. which is in Maryland. So can we just at least? I mean, you guys did not have a say in this. We were going to stop regardless.
No,
But I'm like,
it wasn't much of like a oh I gotta go. Thank you for this show. Really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Ava.
oh, okay, Ava. Thank you for listening in again.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yep, next week.
Next week, same time,
Hopefully,
same place.
hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, it wasn't more of like a hey, can we go?
Nope.
It was
It
more of
was
a hey, so just so you guys know, we're stopping here.
we're stopping. And then because we stopped, and it was hotter than shit. I will be the first to admit. And you and
Miserable.
Sam would not leave the SUV because it was hot.
And why would we? It was
Well, yeah,
hot. There's AC in the car,
but there was cool
and
tombstones, Jazz. Cool
tombstone.
tombstones from the
Mm-hmm.
battle of
Yeah.
Antietam. And then, okay,
I guess
okay.
I guess I'm just a little more interested in like World War II than Civil War.
Well,
Um,
I guess I can probably tell you this now, but when you guys were in the SUV in Antietam, I was looking back to check up on you guys, make sure you're okay, whatever. There was a black shadow bastard on the road about 10 feet behind you guys.
See, here's the thing. I would have much rather you just said, "Yeah, me and your mom were shit talking you guys." I think that would have been a better thing for you to say than, "Hey, guess what? We saw something behind you."
Yes,
Um,
but I
yeah, I would have much rather you guys said, "Yeah, we were shit talking you guys. These bastard kids won't get out of the car." I much would have preferred that, but interesting,
yes,
interesting.
and now you know the rest of the story.
And now I will make sure not to go back there.
No, we have to because we couldn't find. Remember, they have these white lions, like it's statues of white lions, not the band
Oh,
White
the
Lion.
white lions.
Wait,
When the
wait, never had a
children
chance to love
cry.
you, never had a chance to love you one more time. Not that white lion, but white lions, like two statues of white lions. We still have not found those yet, so we still have to go back for that. But
Okay.
then you remember when we left, there was a second graveyard leaving town. That's a lot of the soldiers were buried there, so we had to stop there too, of course.
Just had to.
Yep, and then we did finally make it to Gettysburg eventually.
Was that the time that I got sick?
Oh no, no, that was when your brother had that orchestra field trip to Washington,
That's right.
and we dropped you off at that sleazy ass America's Best hotel,
Well, you guys were
and
like, "Okay, sweetie, we're gonna go out and do some
yeah,
ghost hunting," but it wasn't even because like it just your allergies are acting up, like you're sneezing, you're coughing, you feel much more comfortable in the hotel. It was we don't want you interfering with our EVPs.
well, dude, you were hacking up a lung. You would have.
I had hay fever.
So that's why we kept you in America's Best, which was not America's Best, by the way.
No, not at all.
And we did bring you back ice cream from the Dairy Queen,
You did.
so
You
you can't
did.
complain, Jess.
I was sitting there miserable, and I was like, "Well, at least I'm like running a fever, just like laying in bed looking up at this thing. I'm like, well, at least I'm not interfering with EVP.
That's right. It's Gettysburg. Come on now.
You can't have that. Can't have any
No, dude,
interference.
it's Gettysburg. You can't
God.
not go. Like, seriously. But so we did end up no, but yeah, that was that trip with Sam, and yeah, and that's when we stayed at America's Best, which was not America's Best by any stretch of the
No,
imagination.
if you're listening to this and you're planning a trip to Gettysburg, don't stay at America's Best.
It was not
It's
America's Best.
not the best. No,
No, I don't think that you could even give it a 1 star. It's like, okay, let's be honest, it was a shithole,
it was. Yeah,
but it was cheap.
it was cheap, and like by the time that we had stayed in Ohio,
Yes,
stayed in West Virginia,
yes,
all the pit stops, all
yes.
the everything, we're like, It's whatever.
Yep.
Your guys' excuse was always it's just holding our stuff for us.
Exactly, it is.
Okay, yeah,
And
but I don't feel safe when I'm sleeping.
but the whole thing is Gettysburg has gotten so damn expensive. It's like
Yeah.
they they opened up right next to National Cemetery, which is where Lincoln did his Gettysburg Address.
Yes.
It would be to the if you're on Steinwire going outside of town to the south, it would be. Okay, do you remember Jess when we were going to New York and the band blew the head gasket, and we stayed
Yeah.
at the Quality Inn,
Yes.
which is just south of the actual graveyard. I'm thinking that this new one is. I want to say it's over by Cemetery Hill, but I'm not for sure. But for one night, when it first opened up, maybe it's it's cheaper now. It was like $180 for a night, and it's like Jesus. It's like seriously, you know. But I want to go back. It's been a while because remember well, you remember when we came because we always took the turnpike, got off on Lincoln Highway, went through Chambersburg, McConnellsburg, and then Gettysburg. Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you remember when Grandma and Grandpa went with us that one time, Jess? We stayed at the Quality Inn on Highway 30.
Yes.
That is a yeah that has been torn down.
Really?
Yeah, and because they're in a multi-year um, project to put the battlefield and the town as much as possible how it looked during the actual battle.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you remember the Quality Inn, they used Widow Thompson, her house, which is right there on 30, and and that's where General Lee had his headquarters on day two. He took over Widow Thompson's house, and the Quality Inn had turned that into a gift shop. Well, of course, Widow Thompson's house is still there because it was there during the actual battle. But yeah, the Quality Inn has been totally torn down, and the Lutheran College, which was used as a hospital, is now a museum. Would
That would kind of be
love
interesting to be
would
in.
love to go through there, and the cupola is open, and that's where General Buford on the first day he was up there and had a whole view of the whole West, and you
That's
can actually go
right.
up there too, and that would be freaking cool. You could see Reynolds Woods where he was shot. You could see the whole Highway 30 there, Eternal Flame. You can see everything. And if you look to the south, you see Little Round Top, Devil's Den, the Peach Orchard, the wheat field. So yeah, I kind of want to go back, honestly, because that'd be so freaking cool, so freaking cool to go
We'll have
back.
to add it to our 3 day
Well,
like tour.
well, dude, Gettysburg is not far from Weston. It's only like
No, it's not.
about 4 hours. So Ohio State Reformatory, a private investigation of Trans-Allegheny, Gettysburg for a couple days, and then continue up to Connecticut to the Warrens' house.
I'd have to sleep for a couple days after, but it
Oh yeah,
sounds
yeah.
fun.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I refinanced a house for like 20,000, that would about cover it. Because I want a T-shirt, damn it. Give me one
You
of
know
them
what,
their
Dad?
T-shirts.
We're almost an hour and 40 in, and we talked about Point Pleasant.
I know. Where is the world coming to, Jess?
I know we actually talked about what we were gonna talk
Yeah.
about, except the update from the occult museum and the
Yes.
Warren House. But
Well,
we still got it done.
and that's what I was going to say is because the August 13th announcement came and went. Oh shit! That was me hitting the spit guard. Um, they didn't give us much ammunition to talk shit about them.
Yeah, or else that we wouldn't have gotten to
Oh,
Pleasant,
we
but
would not got to a Point Pleasant or Weston or any of those ones there. All right. Well, I think Jess, unless you have something other, we've been out for almost an hour and 40 minutes again.
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, no, I'll keep an update on the Send It Society.
Yep, please
Let
do.
you know if that ever updates.
Yeah,
But
no kidding. Because because I think you said that it was hidden or something.
yeah, they because they have it here where the August 13th was supposed to be the first look at what's coming and a
Yes.
major announcement.
Yes.
And then they have like hauntedwarrenhouse.com right underneath it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a separate website. And when you copy link and then paste and go, it
Hmm.
just takes you back to senditsociety.com.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. So,
So that's not set up yet.
well,
But
well, either it is set up and they didn't change the link, or it hasn't been up yet.
yeah, but I'll keep an update or I'll keep
Okay.
an eye on it and keep you updated on it. And maybe hopefully next week we can talk about it. Hopefully.
Or maybe the major announcement was the demons are messing with the camera, so they got to find some sage.
They'll get Sage and they'll be right back.
Maybe that is the major announcement.
Oh, maybe.
All right, and I think Jess and Ava has left the building. I think that we are going to do the fan club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds good.
I will set that up as soon as I'm through here. I got to do my stuff, upload, this podcast. I have to upload to our Facebook page, uh, Talking Paranormal with the Old Man and Daughter. What
Yes.
page on Facebook? I'll post the pictures from the igloo, picture of the hotel, me and let me write that down because I will forget me and the Mothman statue. I know I got a picture of the igloo, and I think I got a picture of the clothes out front. That was just weird as shit. So, all right. I think Jess, if you don't have anything else, I know I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll. Well, good. Yeah, Ava, she's not here no more. I don't think, but she has to go. But she thanks for the show. Greatly enjoyed it. Well, thank you. Even though you can't hear me thanking you, but thank you. So yeah, so we will have our fan club, and again, bear with me on the fan club.
I'm new! I'm new! I don't know what to do!
I'm new. I don't know what to do, and that was my Joe Dirt impersonation. Bear with us. We're gonna have our fan club put up. Thank you for liking the show. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for the like.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this whole live chat thing. Yeah, that's why I'm the old man.
Yeah, I was telling Sam and Danny about that on Friday. I was like, Dad is so cute. He's like, now I know what people mean when they say, "Hey, chat."
Yeah, yeah,
I get it now. And like all the descriptions for last week's was like, and taking questions from chat.
yeah. Damn right. Hey, I'm hip.
You're in with the cool kids now.
Damn straight, yo, dog. But it's like you have to realize, and I'm not using this as an excuse. The first 19 podcast, I was here by myself.
Yeah, and
So
it wasn't a live stream, it was just a
yeah,
podcast.
so I didn't have a chat, and because like I said, episode 20 was the first time that we started our live chat or stream, I
Yeah.
guess. And I saw this on here because I'm looking at a screen where it says Podbean Live and it says on air for an hour and 43 minutes. And below that says, when are you going to quit fucking talking? No, just kidding.
It's like, Lord, are you guys
God,
almost done?
stop
Or
already. And then this says end. And then I have the listeners on the left, engagements on the left. And then right in the center, I have, well, it don't say it, but it says it's basically the chat. Then on the other side, I have co-host and speakers, and I have volume control, calling in audio effects and music. So yeah, so I didn't know what this was. I mean, I saw it moving, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. it wasn't until I think you Jess, you say, "Oh, I'm typing, I'm answering people on the chat." I'm like, "Oh, that's what that is."
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes in, you're like, "Ow, people are talking." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been responding to questions and stuff." And you're like, "Oh,
Well, that's what that is. Okay, I wasn't paying
that's what
attention.
that is. That's chat. Okay."
Wow. So I'm hip now. So I'm like, okay, chat. But yeah, I will as soon as I'm through here. I will get the fan club enabled and bear at least bear with me. Jess might have a better handle on that, but I'm new at this fan club thing, so bear with me. I don't know what it includes. I don't know if it's gonna be like a, like private, because I know Jess, like we follow like the same storm chasers,
Yeah.
and I know that like Brandon or Connor or Freddie, they will they will have like members only Q&A.
Yeah, I figured we could do something like that.
Yeah,
Or like if Ava's like, I need to hear more about this book that you're
yeah,
reading. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
we can read more of that there. Share pictures and EVPs and just stuff like that. I think it'd be fun.
Okay. All right. So again, bear with us as we get this going. And just oh God, excuse me, just an off topic. Oh God, the orange juice is give me gas. Um, um, there's that one storm chaser, Jazz. I think it's Corey Gherkin.
Yeah.
Okay, bear bear with me here. All I can think of is Joe Dirt, where he's jerking his gherkin.
God.
So every time, like if I'm watching, Ryan Hall, and he goes, "Here's a live feed from Corey Gherkin." I tell your mom, I'm like, all I can think of is jerking my gherkin.
God.
I know that's not appropriate for a paranormal thing, but god dang, it just cracks me up. Okay, I am 60, but I'm actually only 12
Yeah.
mentally.
Oh, thank you, George, for the follow.
Oh, nice. Yes, thank you. Oh, and then come visit George from outside of normal Podbean, and that's at 4 o'clock. Trivia. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, okay, George. Yeah, hey, Jess. He says that we can also join his fan club.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I will go in and definitely check that out. Okay, well, I'm not trying to get to 2 hours, Jess, but we're at 1 hour and 47 minutes right now. Um, well, thank you for liking the show. Appreciate it. Chat. See, yes,
There you go.
I'm hip, dude.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. Well, it's like Brandon or Connor, and I don't know if you've ever watched Connor that often, Jeff, but
Yeah.
he'll be like he always like repeats himself.
Hmm.
He'll be like, "Oh yeah, Chad, we're heading over this way. It's going to be a really, you know, I think we're going to have a lot of storms. Yeah, Chad, I think we're going to have a lot of storms today. We're like, dude,
He's
you just
locked
said that.
in. He's
You just
locked in.
Yeah, no shit. Like, dude, you just said that. But he'll like, okay, what do you think, chat? Here's the radar, chat. What do you think, chat? So yeah. So hey, chat. Okay. Now I'm just getting kind of silly. So yeah, so yeah, Jess, again for the third time today. If you don't
Yes.
if you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else.
No, I think we're good to end it.
Okay, so I will end it the way I usually end it, and that is Doris Day has a song. I won't sing it. That's inhumane treatment, I have been told. So I will just do a line until we meet again.
Didn't Van
Thank
Halen
you.
didn't Van Halen also cover that?
No, they did. Well, yeah, kind of is Happy Trails.
That's what it was.
Happy Trail. I'll see if I can get the MP3 for that. I can close it out. Oh, that'd be a good closeout.
There you go.
Until we
We
meet
again.
again.
Yeah.
Happy Trail. Let me write that down. Van Halen, and I think that was off their first one. I think
I think it was Van Halen.
Happy. So basically, they had a few seconds to fill on the record. So there's
Oh, nope, it was Diver Down.
ooh, diver down. Okay, so that'll make it a little bit easier. Diver down. Heavy trails. Okay, so until I can get that MP3 for next week, until we meet again. More importantly, stay away from the light.
Yes.
And until we meet again, and thanks to everyone in the chat.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yep, and we will, if you're able and willing, please share. We're still growing the channel. We're still green here.
What was it?
I'm new. I don't know what to do.
And we are
There, people were saying share, like, subscribe.
yes, and hit the smooch button.
Yes.
I don't know if we have a smooch button or not.
I don't think we do.
Anyways, hit the smooch button. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. And thank you for spending the time here, Jess. As always, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
And until a week from today, bye bye.
Bye bye.